Happy Tuesday, FlossTube. Hello, crafty friends. How's everybody doing today? My name's Caroline, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be very brief, and it's mainly to get us ready for what is ahead. I'm going to be recording daily videos in the month of December to celebrate Flossmas, Vlogmas, and the daily holiday countdown 2022 that was put out by myself, of Evertote, Carrie of Roxy Floss Co, and Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery. So this is the place where you're going to want to come on a daily basis to check in if you've got any questions about the countdown itself, what you've opened, the chart, the design, the fun little things that are going to be happening with the countdown throughout the month. We're all very excited to finally be sharing and doing this together with you. So just a couple of things today that I thought I would mention that are quite important for you to know about the stitch along. Really important, so take note. When you open your box on December 1st, you're going to notice that there is a booklet chart on the top, as well as your package of linen. If you ordered linen or Aida, that's going to be on the very top of the box. So you're going to open that booklet and you're going to say, but where's the pattern? I didn't get a pattern. When you open day one, all will become clear. This is a daily stitch along. You are getting those patterns divided up into 25 equal segments. Each day you'll get a new part to the pattern. So don't worry, the chart should all be there in each of the individual packages as you open them each day. The second question that you're going to have is probably going to be about the fabric orientation. And it's really important that you get this right from day one, because it will affect the outcome of how you stitch your design. If you start in the wrong spot, you won't have enough fabric to complete the design as charted. This is future editing Caroline, popping in right here to say that I have talked about the fabric in this kit before. It is fabric we have in the shop, so it's not really a surprise. But if you don't want to see anything that's in the box until December 1st, you want everything to be a surprise, now's your chance to turn off this video and watch it again on December 1st, because I am going to show what the linen looks like. So now's your chance. Turn it off, turn away, and I'll see you December 1st. So you will have received a wide 1/8 of fabric in your kit, and it will look like this. Okay, so this is about the approximate size. Now, in the shop, when we sell a wide 1/8, the measurement on that is approximately 18 inches by 13. Now, Carrie, the Roxy Floss Co dyer extraordinaire, sometimes is a bit generous with her yard cuts. And so instead of, cutting it down to size and wasting that extra, we will often just give that bit extra to the customer. So you may notice that some of your widths are a little bit more than 18 inches. However, the standard size of a wide 1/8 is 18 inches. I'm going to be stitching my chart on a piece of 32 count. So I'm going to be using 2 strands of floss over 2. 36 count 40, you might be stitching 1 over 2, or 36 count. If you like that nice plump coverage, you'll be doing 2 over 2. And again, there's plenty of floss in your countdown box to do however way you decide to stitch this. So fabric orientation. You do not want to start your piece that way. We don't want to stitch our piece vertically. You must ensure that your fabric is horizontal. So you want to be looking at it like a landscape, not a portrait. There is a small diagram in your informational booklet that gives you a little diagram and shows you where we're starting, because we are starting in the top left corner. Okay? So this is where we're going to want to start. Right where my index finger is, over here. Not here. Let's make sure we all get that right, and then we will all have a very festive countdown season. So we're starting with our fabric in the landscape orientation, and we are starting in the top left corner. Doesn't matter what count fabric you got, everyone will have a nice 3-inch border. So measure your start 3 inches down, 3 inches in, and there's your starting point right in the top left corner. That should be it. That should be enough to get us started until I can put out a video for day 1. If you have any questions on day 1, after you've opened your day 1, if you happen to open it before I've got my day 1 video up, then leave me a comment or a question on this video and I'll try to answer it. But no sneak peeks, no spoilers, please. Please don't post on Instagram. Let's try to make it for the entire day, for the entire day 1. Don't post your progress of day 1. Why don't we all share our collective progress the next day? So if you've made any progress on your day 1 stitching, share it on day 2. And that way, let's say somebody's working really late and they don't get home until 11 o'clock at night and they haven't opened their countdown yet. That way, if they were scrolling through Instagram or Facebook at work, then they won't have had their special day surprise spoiled. I am so excited, looking ahead at the month ahead, to share daily visits with you. I hope that you'll join me every day with your favorite beverage of choice. Tim Hortons has their holiday cups out, which I always love. Every year, my favorite first holiday cup of the season is always such a, I don't know, it's such a small pleasure, simple pleasure, but I love it every year. So the Tim Hortons cups this year, there's Snow Place like Tim's. I think they did a really cute cup this year, so. And yes, I like the extra large coffee. What else? It's going to be just a bit of fun. I'll take you with me throughout my month, my holiday month, all of the busy things happening here at the shop. We have a fun holiday party planned for the staff here at Evertote. I'll tell you more about that later as we get closer to the event. Yeah, I'm excited to open the box for you. One more thing, because I have to toot my own horn. I had a little finish. I finished a sock. Do you remember these? These are my biscuit socks. And the pattern is by Lorraine Ashley of LNS Crafts. I'll link to the pattern below. I started this sock, I think, at the beginning of the first lockdown. I cast on this sock and it is finished. So this is the biscuit sock pattern and the yarn is by Polka Dot Creek. I think I have the ball band here because actually, look, I cast on the second sock right away. No second sock syndrome. This was Polka Dot Creek and they're from Airdrie, Alberta, Calgary. Sorry, Airdrie, Alberta, not Calgary, Canada. And the yarn is called Pistachio Nut Crunch. That was a mini that it came with. I did not use the minis. I only used the main skein. So yeah, I'm well underway. I've almost got the cuff finished on the second sock. And it fits beautifully. I love it. I love the yarn. I love what the yarn did. The super sweet detail up the side there. It's just a slip stitch pattern, but it just makes a really nice detail up the edge. And uses the traditional slip stitch heel, gusset, and heel flap, gusset, heel construction, which is a favorite of mine. And yeah, basic sock. So I finished it. It's done. Now I'm on to number 2. The stitching, just a small project I haven't shared with you in a while. Cranky Owl, modern folk embroidery, because we're getting into the spirit for modern folk embroidery. There's my little progress on my Cranky Owl. He has a face now. I think the first time I shared him, he only had this nose. Now, this is stitching that I pick up when I have a minute here or there because it's a small Q-snap. It doesn't bother my hands to hold for 5 minutes or so. And it's tiny, tiny linen. That's 46 count linen. I mean, I know there's smaller linen, but for me, this is about my max. It's 46 count. And I believe this is like one of the original, I can't remember what we called this one, but it's very close to fabric that Carrie has out now called Pistachio. So, and it's 1 strand of floss and I'm using chalkboard, Roxy Floss Co. chalkboard. floss. And this cranky owl, he's so cute. I want to make a little flat fold and keep him here on my desk. So happy almost Flossmas, everybody. We're almost there. One last thing, I'm going to tell you more about this on December 1st, but just to introduce the idea so you know it's coming, I am going to be fundraising again this month for Muscular Dystrophy Canada. We've made a fantastic initial start to our fundraising. We had $350 donated to Muscular Dystrophy Canada. I ran an auction a few weeks back. I had an extra holiday countdown box that was donated by a customer who was not going to be able to participate, and she donated that box for me to auction off, and the winning bid, $350 Canadian, directly donated to Muscular Dystrophy Canada. It's a charity that's important to me. I've spoken about it before a few years back when I first started recording Flossmas videos, why I like to raise money in December for muscular dystrophy. And I'll try to link the video below so I don't have to keep repeating myself year after year, but it's a cause that's near and dear. I won't be asking for money every day. I'm not going to be doing, I'm not going to be asking for small donations or anything like that. It's going to be very simple this year. I am going to be running a few more auctions over on Instagram, and also, as in years past, my very good friend Patty Brake of 4 Boys and a Newfoundland Girl is also once again designing our Flossmas chart. And it will be a charity chart. The proceeds, portions, I think it's at least 50%. I can't remember what it was last year, but I think 50% of all the proceeds are going to be collected and donated to Muscular Dystrophy Canada. I've seen the chart, it's adorable. You're gonna wanna buy it and stitch it. It's sweet. It's not that big. It's a very sweet chart. And again, a huge thanks to Patty for agreeing to do this with me again this year. Patty will also be recording, I believe, she usually does record Flossmas videos on her YouTube channel as well, 4 Boys and a Newfoundland Girl. You can catch her over there. She is a member of the dyeing team Bryn and Needle, another local Canadian duo. And again, they have usually some wonderful things to share. So I think that gives us a bit of a good start. I hope you're excited for Thursday, because December 1st is right around the corner, and I am so ready to go with a stitch along. I am going to be loading up my fabric onto some scroll rods, and I'm going to be using my very own Hearthside Craftworks lap frame. And yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for December 1st. I can't wait for you all to start opening your packages. I hope you love them. This was a real, this has been so hard to keep under our hats for the last 6 months, because it was a lot of work that went into these, and it was so fun. The whole team here worked so hard getting those kits out. If you want to know numbers, which is always kind of fun to know the math, we sent out 470 boxes, full sets. Each of those boxes had 25 individually wrapped, and I hope that, I'd like to just toot our horn a little bit. Everything was done with paper. There was no plastic packaging in the countdown box, from the paper that was used to stuff the top of the box, and of course the cardboard box itself. Can you tell I'm excited? I can't wait to be doing daily videos again. It's been a long time since I've been doing daily videos, and they're always really fun because you guys are, it's such a wonderful community. Thank you for your comments in advance. Thank you for your questions. Leave them below, and yeah, I'll see you in a couple days. So until then, take care. Happy stitching.